Well, I rang the bell, and then Catherine showed up. That's pretty good. That bell must be magic.
Sorry for last night. My internet connection suddenly stopped. Um,
Stuff happens. No worries. So we had Annie and I had an interesting experience yesterday. It's actually warming up around here, so it was probably like 55 degrees, something like that. Enough that I opened the front door to get a little fresh air in the house. And I'm sitting here in this, the front door is just right around the corner. I'm sitting here working, and all of a sudden, I hear this wind. And I mean, it was fierce. And so I thought, God, what is going on? And I go out on the front porch, and there's limbs of trees and leaves and everything flying everywhere through the air. And I'm looking out across the landscape, and two great big trees just crack off and fall over. So I think we probably had a little tornado here. This will be the second tornado we've had in the past 2 years, actually, that went through here. I saw one go by the other last year, didn't touch down here. We must be in a local tornado alley for Washington State or something. It was really interesting, and they were big trees too. There's a nature preserve. Uh, there's our row of houses on this street, and there's another row of houses, and then there's a big nature preserve, and it's got lots of big trees in it. But it has two less big trees now, so I actually saw them go down. And when they went down, they must have broken off the actual bowl because it sounded like a cannon shot. It was very loud. Annie came running from the other end of the house. Go, what's going on? But so it was interesting. I'll tell you what. Let me in fact close the front door because it's cooling off now. There's um, our street is very short. There's only like five houses on each side, and down at the end of the street there are huge pine trees, and I mean big pine trees. They're like 120, 150 feet tall, and they were going like this in the wind, and they're not more than 30 feet away from the nearest houses here. So I was going, oh my God, because if one of those ever came down on one of those houses, it would absolutely crush the house. But so far we're okay. But the point of the story is, guys, you never know what's going to happen when you wake up in the morning, right? Every day is a new day. Is this Jill? Jill?
Hi.
Hi.
I would have joined you yesterday, but my cat dropped a big poo fest in my bedroom, like right
Oh,
before.
I'm so sorry to hear that. You see,
Yeah.
guys, it's like I said, you never know what's going to happen. I told them about a tornado that hit right across the street from here,
Oh my gosh.
and you're talking about something even worse, which is a cat poo fest, right? So just be careful. You never know what's going to happen. All right. Neck turns. and center, and head rolls. And down to center, and reverse. And down to center and back up. Forward spinal wave. And reverse. And good. Le Croix. And reverse. And good. And reverse. And good. And clockwise. And counterclockwise. The windmill. Do you know why, or at least one of the reasons why, we stand in a horse stance when we do most of these exercises? You can really see it in this one. When you're doing this exercise, what you're really paying attention to is the outer meridians of the leg, not the inner meridians, but the outer meridians. These are the yang meridians. And if you, it's not so much the height that you stand at, but how you arrange your pelvic area here. If you're a little too close in here, what happens is you activate the yin meridians on the inside. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not this exercise. All right. So when you stand open a little bit, and then you sit down a little bit, like you're sitting on a horse. That will act. You can feel how that activates these outer meridians, and that's actually what you're practicing are those outer meridians. Now, the truth is, you can't practice the outer without practicing the inner, but the focus is really on the outer meridians. All right. Good. Okay. And I should have said this. This may seem like a very simple exercise, and it is in a lot of ways. But if you take it seriously, and every week go down another quarter of an inch, right? Until you're working down for this will really build your leg strength. Okay, squats starting on the left leg. And then the right leg. And the left leg again. And the right leg again. And prayer position. Okay, hands on the knees, up slowly. Keep your head down a moment. ears. And reverse. And the other side. And reverse. And alternates. And reverse. And double. And reverse. And good. And the other side. And good. It's like you're pushing your dantian down, or your dantian is pushing your hand down toward your knee. This side's coming up. Both in line with your thigh. And the other side. Same thing. Left hand or right knee. Going down. Now, the right hand coming up. Both together. Right? It's like you're clapping. Some guy's punching at you. You grab, you hopefully intercept him before he punches you. Your weight's on the left. Now you're going to take your weight to the right. I've got him by the wrist. I've got him by the elbow. Now I control his arm. Boom. Remember, when your weight goes down here, going to sink in the quad. It's like a big spring, right? You're going straight down the spring. But that will bring all your weight down to your hands. What your hands are doing is this. Figure eights. right? The lock happens right here. Okay, good. Sorry, I lost my scissors. You go under your danchin, as if you're holding your danchin, and then you bring it up and present it to your opponent. All right? White ape presents fruit. And you should be able to feel how close that exercise is to this one. Right? That position of the hands is a little different. Position of the feet are a little different. But you're basically doing the same thing. If we did it with just one hand, it would look like this. If we were doing it like in the form, it would look like this. The hands stiff, the thumb closed inside, the knuckles straight or even a little bit back. This is the swallow. This is called the swallow. This is called the swallow's nest. All right, both sides again. All right, both sides like the swallow. And reverse. This second exercise should remind you of lazy dragon. Lazy dragon. Remember our discussion about these 2 points the other day. It's the same thing, only now you're doing it on both sides. Lazy dragon. get your chest out of the way. So you drop from the Tanzhong to the back of the Danqian. Right? Back here, the Ming Men. Right? Good, good. Okay, the other side. White ape presents fruit. And reverse. And good. My Danqian was crooked. My Danqian is crooked. The wrist. Danqian. Now, the truth is you can spin the Danqian and spin the Daimai without any of that. You just do it in the inside. All right, now one this way and the other that way. Stretches. And the other side. And reverse. And the other side. And relax your wrists. The other side. And rotate. And reverse. And the other side. And reverse. And close. And open. And close. And open. And close. And open. And close. And open. Doling. And touch the earth. And close your pores. Salute our masters and salute your classmates. Thank you, everyone. Guys, have a great day. Watch out for tornadoes and cat poo. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.